Hey guys, my name's Dan Patrick, and I'm working on a ton of logos for the LaunchBox community, and really for anybody who wants a bunch of console logos. I'm working on them, and currently I'm trying to perfect the Famicom Disk System logo. So I'm a pretty good ways along with this logo, and I'm trying to hopefully finish it in this video because I'm so far along with it. So first of all, I'll just kind of show you what you're looking at here, which is, you see a lot of stuff going on. So first, I found this logo called, I believe it's maybe pronounced eonstanley.com, and this guy eonstan has traced a bunch of logos very professionally, and he also has some logos he says are sourced from Nintendo of America. So they are extremely high quality, and I've downloaded them, looked at the vectors myself. They are really sharp. A couple of them don't even have one, like this one is only a PNG. It doesn't have a vector. I don't understand why, but all of them usually have vectors. Anyways, I'm including most all of these in my collection just because they're of such high quality, and I'm having these as the new defaults. The Disk System one I found was slightly flawed though. He says that while he did trace this family computer word here, he did not trace this disk system phrase. So from what I understand, see, it says download disk system font here, developed by Garen Resigno. Okay, so basically somebody made a font that has this look. He typed that out, but you can see here. So here's the font. You can see it's a font, right? And then he just outlined it and said, there's your logo. And I'm like, well, that's all well and good, except for one thing, and that is that, again, it's still great looking. Like, look at that. It looks great, but I'm really going to perfect it here. So this font, to start out with, was not fully accurate and or perfect, because when you look at this curvature, you can definitely see it's fairly janky. So I'm looking at the anchor points, which are these dots, and you can see how the curvature isn't as smooth as it probably ought to be, as well as the lengths of these lines or the widths, I should say, are varying and not consistent, as well as just various points of alignment are a little bit off. So, if, let's say I say, okay, I'm going to find how wide a line is. Okay, so I found it's this wide. But then I'm like, okay, I should be able to copy this to every letter and it should be the same, right? Well, it's actually not the case. So I can drag it over here and you can see, well, this, it sticks out a fair bit more. And again, this is going real nitty gritty here. It's pretty unnecessary, honestly, to do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So anyways, I'm already almost done with this one as well. I've already, let's see, how far have I been working on this? I've probably put in, 45 minutes so far maybe on this logo. So no, it doesn't take forever to do these. But it does take a lot of time when you're trying to do 100, or whatever. So, okay, so the gray is the original font, the one that I downloaded. That's what I started with. Then this red is my new drawing that I'm going to use. Now, you notice that the red line obviously is not nearly as thick as it should be, and that's going to be solved by offset paths, which you'll see in a little bit. It's a setting or an effect that will create my inner line at the exact same width for every letter. It'll be, not overly difficult. It'll look great. It's gonna look so good. So you can see I've already got most of this done here. I've got the D I'm just talking about the outlines for now, not the inner parts. So I've got the D, I've got the I, I've got the S, the K. I'll kind of go over some of the alignment here just real quick while I'm talking about it. So this inner spacing, let me make this a better color to stand out against everything else. Let's make it a green, to ugly yellow. Okay, ooh, that is really ugly. I didn't mean for that to be that ugly, my goodness. Let's make it a nice pretty yellow. Okay, there you go. And then make it, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, this width is the same as this width, exactly. And also, this lines up with this, right? I mean, that's just how that should be. The original was off by a small amount. It was like, okay, you could clearly see they didn't, when the guy made the little font, he didn't prioritize that lining up, but now it does. So, you know, I deal with logos like this for my job, and to me, no big deal. I've done this kind of stuff before. I do this on the regular. People will say, here's this JPEG of this horrible logo, and I'll be like, okay, well, it needs a lot of work before it's print ready like this. It's not that, you know, clean yet, so I'll go in there and just touch it up and fix some alignment and stuff. But you see what I'm doing on this spacing here is exact between them all. And then now look at the eye here. So like this spacing is the same as this spacing is the same as this spacing and this spacing and this spacing. Like all of it matches up, right? So that's how you really get a logo to be perfect. And 99.9% of people would not be willing to slog through this boring mess of a thing. And I'm only doing this, honestly, on logos that I care about. So like, you know, anything NES related, it's like by default, I want to make that pretty solidly perfect. So it's like, okay, Famicom Disk System. Disk System is like the lowest priority of the Famicom. Like, okay, that's not the main, you know, system, but it's still like, okay, this is related to the Famicom, so I do want this one to be right. So anyways, what I'm going to do now is fix, I just fixed the E, and I'm now going to fix the M. So you see I have the 3 lines already laid out. The spacing is the same spacing I was telling you about in the middle here. That's all the same. And I need to get this curve right. Now this curve seemingly happens right in the middle of this center part. And it's a unique sized curve, I think. Well, no, it's probably this. Right? Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, wait a second here. I'm just kind of like talking to myself about how I'm going to do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a line in the middle here, in the middle of this inner box. I'm going to line it up here, and I'm going to, let me lock my guide. Is my guide locked? No. Okay, I need to lock my guides because I'm going to mess them up. That one's already locked, okay. I'm going to cut with the C and kind of give myself a little gap here, and I'm going to connect that and that with Control J. Ooh, I didn't want it to be colored. I'll take out the fill. No, I don't want to grade it. Okay. What's the curvature of this? That is 0.14 corner roundness. Let's try that and see if that seems like what it should be. 0.14. Whoa. Okay, oh, that's not what I want. 0.14. Come on. What are you doing? 0.14, right? What is this? 0.14 inches. Why is it not working? Wow, this is terrible. 0.14. Yeah, it's totally not on the curve that much. Oh, sorry. I get it. Okay, it's because of this stinking anchor right here. I'm being stupid. There was an anchor right there that didn't let it go past that. Okay, sorry, that was stupid. 0.14. There you go. Okay. Ooh, is that too much? Is that too much? I mean, obviously it goes down too far. It's gonna need to be about right there, I think. Right at the edge of where the curve stopped. Ooh, that's interesting. Is that even point 14? I'm not sure. Can it even hit that high? Yeah, it stops at 0.11 because it doesn't have enough room to go there in this whole section. That's interesting. 1248 is how much can you look at? But it does seem like it shouldn't even be that much. It seems like it should be out here, according to that original line. Am I going to do a unique curve for this, or am I going to do what I've been doing? Because this is a unique letter within this. What looks more right? Is that too much? It maybe should be that, because there is a little bit of a straightness before it curves off from this area. So it does start, it starts its curve off probably, it starts it there. But I'm not sure if that's right. I think it looks pretty good like that. Oh man. Where does this one start at? Okay, it starts it further back like this is. So I'm going to say that that actually is right because it's different between both sides. Yeah, I'm going to just... It is supposed to be centered, right? Surely. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's hard to see when my stuff's all over it. The red is in front of it. Okay. So I'm going to cut this here. Oh, I need to lock this. I don't need to move that. Okay. Delete this part. Don't need that. Okay. Now I'm going to put another line. Wait, actually... Nah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It would be... Okay. I'm talking to myself. I'm rambling really, really bad. Okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to put it in the middle of this. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to connect these two here, this and this. I'm going to delete that anchor point now. See, that's what messed me up on the other side, this right here. Because when I did the curvature, it then hits that wall, and it's like, oh, we can't go farther than that, and you're done. So you got to get rid of this thing. That way it can curve all the way. And I did not curve it all the way. I curved it how much? I curved it... Oh, come on, tell me. You're not going to tell me? Seriously? What's the amount? See, like here? It shows this corners box, but now it doesn't show it for this one. Okay, well I gotta go back just to even see what the amount was. I'm stupid. Okay, that's super dumb. Okay, what did it call it? I'll just go forward in a minute to go back. Okay, come on. Here it is. 0.0942. Okay, that's what the curvature amount is when it's at this scale. 0.0942. So I'm gonna go forward. Okay, can I not go forward now? Oh, you stupid thing. You can't redo from this part. Okay, you dumb thing. Okay, you're gonna be that way, huh? 0.0. Make sure I remember this. No, I can't even. It's 0.0942, right? Okay. Wait. Is it? It is. It's gotta be. Okay. I remember. It's 0.0942. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to put this, okay. That there, conjoin these two with Control J, and then get my minus and delete that anchor point. And then I'm going to type 0.0942. There you go. Okay. There's your nice curvature there. End off of that thing. Come on. Well, it's okay, this is a problem. Because this is all one shape, so it's wanting to grab the anchor point for the other side of this, and I'm trying to grab, they're on the exact same spot. Okay, this is really annoying. Okay, I'm going to literally cut this just to lock this stupid thing so that I can cut this correctly. Okay, now I cut it from this side. Now I have to rejoin this side because I had to cut it just to be able to, oh yeah, I locked it. Unlock path. Okay, grab that, Control J, join, and then delete this anchor point here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is still not locked. I thought I locked that. I want that to be locked because I don't want to be moving that around. That's my little visual guide to see the black behind. Okay, that is now one anchor point, but it needs to be a nice curvy, there you go, that looks pretty. Okay, I'm gonna say that's it. I'm gonna say that's it. I don't know if that's it, but I'm thinking that that is it, because this curve matches great. This curve was slightly different on both sides, so, but I went with that one because both of them have a little bit of a straightaway part. That curve just a little bit later, a little bit harsher, I think. No wait, this one actually curves farther down the line. I don't know, it doesn't matter. This is a good mix of the two. It's close. It's very close. I'm gonna just go with that. Okay, I'm now realizing too, you see this anchor, no, this guideline, you see it, everything lines up to that, the top of this T, this E line here, and then also this inner part of the S and the inner part of the D. So tons of stuff that's lining up to that. So therefore, my M curvy middle areas need to be lining up to that as well. So what I'm going to do from this point is do some cutting on some lines. You've already heard me say that. We're doing some more. Cut this, cut this. So now we have this chunk off of here, delete that. This chunk off of here, delete that. And now I'll join those two just because I need to. Control J, delete the anchors. Delete the anchors, delete the anchors. Okay. I am now going to do this. And then I'm going to conjoin these two. I'm going to curve that on down. And you see it's right on that line. It's real nice. Okay, so that's looking good, and that's still connected here at the bottom, so that's all one good line here. I'm going to do my same cutting technique to this side here. Cut, cut, cut. Delete these two middle bits here. Connect these 2 points. Control J, minus, minus. Okay. Drag them right to the guideline here. Connect those. Boom, boom, curve that down. There you go. There's an M right there. Is that everything? Besides the inner line, is it time for that now? It might be time. It might be time. Okay, let's get my S copied a couple times here. Now it is time for that. There we go. There's the other S was already there. Okay, so I'm saying that that's pretty good. Yeah, this part is higher up than the original was by a decent margin, but that's because it's this width turned sideways is the exact same width as that, so it's still, it's purposeful. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy this whole thing to have a good backup. I'm going to drag it on up here. I don't need the alignment anymore. I don't need the actually, yeah, I do need that. Well, no, I don't. I just need one guide to represent how wide this stuff needs to be. I already had a box drawn. I think I was messing with this earlier, but I didn't finish it. Okay, so I'll say that that's my, you got to pick one width out of all the slightly different widths between all these letters, you got to pick one width and go with it and say, okay, that's my one width, I'm going for everything. Because I don't even know what the exact pixel for pixel width is of the original, and these are all close, so I'm just picking one and going with it for every letter. That way it'll look consistent. So I'm going to say it's that width that you just saw me measure to this part of the S here. So I'm going to put the S back where it was. Okay, and I'm going to Control V. That's the box I just made. That's the one that was from a few steps behind. This is the right one that I just made. That matches up. Right there. Do you see? Okay. So what I'm now going to do is start my offset path process, which is not terribly hard and pretty fun, because now we're at the end. We're at the good part where stuff really starts happening. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this just to remove confusion at this point. And I'll delete this one too, and just know that it needs to be outside of this, like in this direction. Well, I guess inside? Inside of this? Not inside this way, but inside this way. Outside. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to try to make an offset path of this, that is this width. So I'm now going to make this not a stroke, but a shape. Boom. Boom. Whatever color. It needs to be a better color. That is not something I already used. I will make it a bubblegum pink. No. Well, okay. Whatever. It's bubblegum pink. Okay. I'm going to object path, offset path. It wants to go on the outside. I'm going to say no, go on the inside. I'm trying to line up with that. Okay. Cancel. I need to be closer to this to see it better, to get it really good. Object path, offset path. Okay. It needs to be more than that, because you see my line here. It needs to go to there. So I'm gonna say there. Okay, that's like margin of error. I'm gonna go with that because, again, you know these things are varying anyways. I'm gonna say it's 0.47. 0.047. Would it look prettier if it was slightly bigger? 0.48? Oh, that's exactly on anyways. I'll just go that. 0.048. Okay, sure, why not? Okay. So now you say, well, what are we looking at here? What do we have now? Well, we have an inner box that is also color pink. And then it's like, well, what does that help us? Well, what you do is you grab both this outer one and this inner one, which is smaller, and you use this Pathfinder window, and you click on this one, which is minus front. You're going to get that. Ta-da! Perfect width, every single direction. I mean, it's like, you can't do better than that, man. That makes me happy seeing that. So, there you go. That's a nice, pretty, perfect logo. So we're just going to keep on going here, offset path. But see, this time, we're not going to go negative 0.48. We're going to go positive 0.48 to do it like that. Well, it's a stroke still. That's okay. I'm just going to make it my bubblegum pink. There you go. And then I'm going to do my same minus front thing here. Yeah, that is right? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So we're rolling right along now. Path, offset, path. Sorry, I really don't have a better commentary to go along with this. This requires too much thought to be all that humorous while I go, because it's just too much thought. You know what? I don't want this now. It's in the way. I already have my lines good. Wait a minute. Oh, that red line is what I just did the offset path. Okay, that's fine. It's confusing. Okay. Object path, offset path. Minus 0.48, yep. Both of these I'll make bubblegum pink, just because we're on a roll with bubblegum pink. Minus, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and delete the inner one here, just like I did earlier. Left left over or something. Okay. Object path, offset path. Okay, this one's weird because it wants to do it on the outside and the inside, and that means that somewhere isn't connected. There's a hole in it basically somewhere, and it makes it think of it as one unconnected line. It doesn't matter. I don't need to find that point because it looks fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's gonna be a little bit messy for a second here. I don't need this out. Let me just, yeah, all I gotta do is just delete this, but then they're grouped. I need to ungroup this. There we go, and just grab the out. Okay, it's still grouped. Oh, okay, compound path. Release compound. Okay, so now I'm just gonna leave that outside one because I only want this inside one. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make this the pink. Here we go again, guys. Do the minus front pathfinder. Ta-da! Perfect. Look, dude. Look at that, dude. Look how nice. Look how nice. Look how nice. Good curves everywhere. Good curves everywhere. Oof. Oof. Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Keep on going here, guys. Keep on going. I don't want this anymore. I don't want you anymore. Ooh, what is that? Why is it doing that box like that? Shouldn't it be like not 45 degrees turned like that? I don't know why that's like that. Yep. Okay. This. And if you're still watching this, I'm sorry. This is horrible. This is like the most boring video of all time. I mean, how are you still here? How are you still here? But this is how Illustrator works, man. Doing logos. It's not that exciting. I mean, it's cool, but it's also like, wow, this is really it? This is logo creation, huh? This is what you gotta do. I mean, you know, there's stuff that's way more cool and exciting than this. But yeah, it's literally just like this. That's what I do at work. And my work's not always that exciting either, so. Path, offset path, minus, or not, well, yeah, I mean, minus the offset path. I was thinking of minus front, but it's not that yet. That's the next step. Ungroup this again, release the compound path, delete that thing, make it bubblegum pink, do this, minus front, okay, here we go. Keep on going, keep on. Just takes forever, guys. Okay, offset path minus 0.48. All these have the same problem. They all have a hole in it somewhere, so they all create the inside and the outside of the offset path, which they shouldn't do, but they are doing. Oh well. There's that. Object path, offset path minus 0.048. I don't want the black anymore on the inside. Thank you. Make it bubblegum pink. Why not? Okay. There you go. Almost. Okay, what? Get out of here. What is that? Why did it do that? There must be like a non-connected part right in the middle here. Oh, yeah, look, there's something behind there. What is that? Get that out of here. Okay, I'm gonna lock this guy. Oh, okay. What did I just do? I hit Control 1. I did not mean to do that. Thankfully, I didn't like close the file right now. I haven't even saved in a little while. That'd be so embarrassing. Just like randomly close the file, not even save. I'm gonna save it right now. Boom. Thank you. Thank you, shortcut. Control S. Okay, so all this, yeah, the problem with this was that I gotta lock this front part to be able to grab this part in the back. That's just a duplicate nothing I don't even want. Then I'm gonna unlock this again to get back to where I was, then get back in the rhythm of doing the offset paths. 0.048. Bubblegum. Minus front. There you go. Boom. Object path, offset path, minus 0.048. This one, oh, let's see. I want it to come down like that, you know. Right? Well, you know, wait a minute. That's not even right. I'm stupid. Okay, this whole thing should not be going that deep. I was looking at the inner part. I'm dumb. Man. Okay. I can't believe this has happened. Okay, well that doesn't really hurt anything terribly. All I gotta do... Oh, if you left the video earlier, you're probably like, dude, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, dude. This guy doesn't know graphic design. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. He drew it to the inside path, not the outside. He drew the curve all wrong. Okay, well... how am I gonna do this now? I'm going back to the drawing board a little bit, guys, to fix this. Okay. So I'm going to realign a line right here in the center. Okay, right there, just like that. And now, I'm going to do a curve that's kind of based on that curve here. Oof, this is so not centered. Right? It's supposed to be centered, I think. That was my phone. Yeah. How about that? Oof, because it's not, it can't be that low. You know, it's probably about, well, something like that. Maybe it's like that. This is so hard. The decisions you have to make doing this kind of stuff is so challenging. It's like, oh man, do I want to do that or not? Is that too much? Is that not enough? I'm gonna go crazy. Help me. I'm just gonna go with that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna now cut this part because now I have a problem of it's not gonna be center because I just cut the center line at the bottom because the curve doesn't go that deep. Copy it like this. I want to just kind of have them touching here. And then I'm going to group these two. I'm going to center them within this. Okay, not. It always does the isolation. I don't mean to do that. Center there. Okay. Do a join here. And a join there. And a join there. And a join there. Okay, get rid of that. What? Why? Is that... Why did it just move? What's the deal? Does that not line up? Hold on. Yeah, that's not even... That's below the... Why is that below? That right on. There it is. Is that on over here though? It's mirrored, it has to be, right? Now I messed up. Yeah. Now they're lined over there. But yeah, it doesn't line. What? How did I do this? I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna mirror it again because I've messed it up. I'm gonna go to my reflect tool again. Copy. How did I even do that? I don't know. But see, now it's hitting the guideline. I don't know what I did. That was stupid. Okay, well, I don't know. Like that. I actually didn't mean to do that. I just joined the two already. I wasn't planning to do that yet. You see, there's a little bit of a gap there. Anchor point, man. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Are you serious? You stinking thing. I wanted to... This is the worst video I've ever done in my entire life. Of course, I've never even barely made any videos. You can see why. Okay, come on. Maybe it'll snap to that guide now. No, why is it not? What are you doing? Okay, you stinking thing. It won't even do it now. This is terrible. And come on. Okay, why won't they snap? This is so the worst thing I've ever done. If you're still here, you shouldn't be. I literally should just cut this. I don't even want to edit this video though. I'm lazy. Okay. Why won't it snap? Is it? Do I have something turned off or something? Is that the point? Yeah. What am I missing? Here, I know. Sorry. Sorry this is taking me so long. Hey, at least I was already part of the way through the video, right? I mean, part of the way through the logo. Because if I wasn't, man, you'd be here all day. Okay. It won't even snap to a guide? What is wrong with me? What in the... I don't know, it's not snapping, but that's basically dead on anyways, so... Whatever, man. So annoying. Okay, I'm just going to group them like that. And I'm going to center them. All that detour for something so small. I do like the curve though. I think that's a good amount. That's pretty representatory of that's a good representation of the original. Hey, wait a minute. This line doesn't even. Okay, this line is moved. No wonder I was confused earlier. This line moved. That is so stupid. I can't believe that. That's why I was like so confused. I somehow had moved that ending part of the line. Okay, mine is getting rid of that anchor. Connect it over here as well. We said connect it over here as well. Come on now. Okay. Grab this anchor and delete it. Don't need that one. There you go. There's my better curve that's not so deep. I don't know what I was thinking. Man, so stupid. Okay. Now that I got my head on straight with this M, we're good to go. I'm going to center it to the E. Whoa. Isolation tool again. It's my downfall. Center it there again. And then, I don't even make bubblegum pink yet. Object path, offset path, 0.048. That's interesting. Should it be round though? Ooh. What should it be? I like that. That's gonna be closer than. I mean, I'm still gonna have to do a little bit of work on that because it's just simply not gonna be what I want. But the miter is even worse, I think. Let me look at that again. There's the two modes: round joins round and miter. Wait. Is that the right thing? Maybe that is right. Okay, just kidding. Miter's the one. Man, that red's hard to look at on this gray, isn't it? Object. Why am I doing this? I'm losing it, guys. There you go. Okay, that's fine. Now it just needs to curve in a little bit because it's a little too steep of a thing, I think. It needs to be kind of like that, and then. Ooh, how am I going to do this? This is tricky. So I don't think that's right. It needs to do a nice little curvature here. Let me see. Can I bring this in from somewhere else? And then, like, alter it? Maybe bring in a curve from something else. I can do that curve off of Oof. Why is that so hard? I don't know. Okay. That kind of still is not it, is it? Man, that's hard. That is not easy. How do I do that? Yeah, it's okay. Hold on a second here. It's like he's grabbed this and just kind of cut it right there. That's what I need to do. Forget this. Okay, what I'm not going to do is this. Oof, it's too deep though. What if I kind of bring it this way? Oh man. Either way, this is a problem. There's no way this is going to be perfect. So, well, no, that's not. Oof, man, this is so rough. This is so rough right now, guys. Okay, let's do this. I'm just gonna make a new curve or something, and maybe that can. I'm trying to come up with a solution to this on the fly, and I'm not really good at that. I feel so much pressure when I know that I'm recording this. No one should still be watching this, guys. Turn the video off now. This is totally not worth your time. I'm trying to grab the anchor, or the curve. Where's my previous curve? It was, well, what was it, guys? Do you remember 0.09 something? 0.0926? Is that right? That might be it. I think it actually was it. Okay, let's do an offset path of that. Just that. See what we get. Well, okay. Well, yeah, that just doesn't work, does it? Because even then, that curve is kind of doing what this is doing, where it just kind of curves and then just boom, stops after that. That's, oof. Should I just leave it like that? Is that right? I don't really like it. Man, I like how that curves better, actually. Does it need to be more narrow or something, or does this need to curve in more? Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. Man. Man. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I don't know. I've already wasted enough of your time. I might fix this on my own time. But there you go. Disk System logo. 1 out of 200. No, I'm not redrawing them all, guys. I'm only redrawing, 30 or 40 of them that I think are worth redrawing. Like I redo this PlayStation logo by hand, and it's immaculate now. So I'm happy. And I drew the cutout version of it as well, and stuff like that. I mean, I'm drawing the stuff that I think is worth a redraw. Stuff that actually is halfway decent. Anyways, I'm leaving it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I have no idea how you could have, but if you did, cool. I'm just gonna leave it here.